Hello and welcome back to About Crypto, where we talk to crypto people about what they are working on and how they got involved in the cryptocurrency space. We have Amateo, who is the head of marketing at Voyager today. How's it going, man?
It's going great, dude. Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, man, of course. Life in the pandemic.
Yeah, that's right. It's
uh,
made podcasts a lot of fun.
oh yeah, absolutely, man. It's a lifestyle choice now.
Yeah, right.
So my first question for you is, how did you get involved in crypto?
Yeah, that's a great question. Um, so back in, I want to say spring of 2017, crypto kind of came back on my radar. I had a friend who bought Bitcoin very early, who I saw many years before, who had kind of given me the tip, and then it was at a New Year's party. I think it was like 2013, 2014. And I went home and I Googled it and I couldn't figure out how to buy the shit to save my life. So I was like, all right, I'm whatever. And then I forgot about it. 2017, it came back on my radar. And at the time, I was running a coaching and consulting agency in marketing and business development, doing creative campaigns, building brands. And man, crypto just got me so fascinated because I was so intrigued by this like new way of operating as a like a rising new digital economy is really what caught my eye and grabbed my attention. And so I did a big marketing project that was a virtual summit. I produced a big virtual summit in the crypto space and interviewed. For me, I wanted to get sort of behind the scenes and develop relationships and spark conversations with the people who are actually building all of these projects. So I talked to a bunch of the founders and some traders as well, but founders and engineers on some of the major crypto projects. And it was just, it was really awesome. And at that time, we had some great sponsors, we had some great partners, and, slowly but surely, I ended up getting a job running the marketing at Ethos, which was then acquired by Voyager as a result of that marketing endeavor. And then I got, sort of brought into the Voyager team. I've been here ever since. And day in and day out, we work to build what I would say is the fastest rising crypto broker in the space.
That's awesome.
It
And a good story, man. So
was a really cool series of events. I wouldn't have thought that, these things would have led to one another. I'll just share one thing is that there's a lot of people, I think we mentioned this in a previous conversation we had, but there's a lot of people who are on the periphery of crypto. They like to trade it, they like to invest in it, but they don't really see it as a career choice. And for me, I've just absolutely loved creating a career in this industry. And I just highly recommend for those that are curious, that are on the sidelines, to just like jump in and get involved with some projects that really excite you. There's a ton of great opportunity here.
yeah, absolutely, man. We work in the same industry, and it's 24/7. I mean, it's
Yeah.
very you can't get bored of it, right?
Yeah.
So
I mean, I think that that's one of the intriguing things is like it's probably the first thing I've ever found that I didn't get bored of within like 3 months.
absolutely, man. It's definitely hard to get bored of when you have 24-hour markets and
Yeah.
people going wild basically all the time. Um,
Crazy news stories every day. I mean, it's just wild.
yeah, absolutely, man. And so, what are you currently working on in crypto with Voyager?
Did you say with Voyager or
Uh,
without Voyager?
with Voyager.
With Voyager, sure. So, Voyager is a commission-free crypto broker. I don't know if everyone who's listening is familiar. We're available in the U.S. We're going to be expanding internationally very soon. Uh, with the addition of some new coins that we added, we have 39 supported assets. So we've quickly become like the altcoin destination for many crypto investors and traders alike who are based in the U.S., especially since the exposure to that has gotten less, and obviously people want to short circuit the complications of being able to invest and trade altcoins. We also offer a lot of things, recurring buys. We have a great interest program. We pay interest on on many of the coins that we support. So that's kind of a little bit of a background on Voyager. We're not an exchange, we are a broker, which means we route volume to many of the leading exchanges, market makers, and liquidity providers. We are able to source a huge network of liquidity so that the prices are uh, uh, highly competitive, and that the execution is what we call best execution, meaning that the orders are really fast. And if one exchange goes down, we can stay live and execute orders in real time. So it's a little bit about Voyager, what we've been working on. Yeah, man, it's been really about growing the product and getting it in the hands of people. I got to join this company right at the start of us about to launch the mobile app on iOS, and so I've gotten to be right at the forefront of growing this from like a sapling to like now it's like spread like wildfire, and so many people just love it. It's all over Twitter. People are sharing it everywhere. And it's just awesome. So, we're working with marketing partners and doing sponsorships. We do a ton of sophisticated email and communication segmentation and campaigns that we run. We're always creating exciting campaigns, from PR to campaigns to referral to affiliate to working directly with influencers. We have a really full gamut of what we do. But at the end of the day, it's really about growing our customer base, increasing trading revenue, and just getting more brand exposure for the app and for the company itself.
Yeah, that's awesome, man, and I'm a fan of you guys as well. So, but
Appreciate
yeah.
that.
So, what are some marketing techniques that you would help to grow like a company or a brand that works in crypto?
Yeah, you sort of have to find a way to jettison yourself into the conversation, right? So there's really just like pools of places where the conversation is happening. I think we're all very aware that the predominant public discourse is happening on Twitter. So to get inside of that conversation, one, become a participant. I know you do this really well as well, but like, comment on things, develop your brand personality, be able to have a voice that people really enjoy. So that's a big piece of it, as well as empowering those with a voice that aligns with the values of your brand. We've been working with Scott Melker for a long time. He's got a great podcast with the Blockworks Group, and we sponsor that podcast and we're partners with him, and he does such a great job holding like a high integrity bar in the crypto space, which is not always held. So for us, we're actually a publicly traded company. We're regulated, we're audited. We have to maintain a high bar of credibility, and we're actually here entering this industry to develop a new sense of trust and reputability that's often hard to come by. So for us, it's about how do we partner with those who share those same values in this space, and how do we work together to support one another. It's not just about them sharing us, it's about us sharing them, getting more downloads and listens and encouragement. So I would really say that start at the foundation of your relationships. Find the people who you want to connect with, that you want to market with, and that's a really big way to get there faster. Two, I would say uh, build a community with some kind of incentive, whether that's a token incentive, a referral incentive, but then really engage with that community. We do a ton of surveys. We're constantly gathering data from our customers about what they want, what they're interested in, and then it's our job to build that as fast as we can and put it back into their hands. So the feedback loop in crypto is phenomenal because people are so willing to share their insight and what they want. That's kind of rare. If you were like a toothbrush company, you would probably struggle to get like a ton of you might, if you're big, that's one thing, but you might struggle to get a ton of customer feedback, and there's only so much you can iterate. But for a company like us in this space, there's so much that we can gather. So really listen to your customers and then build that relationship with them and turn them into raving fans, and let things kind of spark and have legs on its own. You as a crypto company or product, you shouldn't rely on just yourself to do your marketing for you. You should build a community that can go out there in the world and spread the love.
Yeah, and I love the crypto community. It's always fun, and there's so many good people involved. And definitely building a community is it's a long road, but if you could do it, it's definitely worth it for sure.
Yep, yep.
So my last question for you is, what is one myth in crypto that you want to debunk?
Probably that shit coins are shit coins. Now, don't get me wrong. There's a lot of shit out there. There's rows and rows of like rave festival porta potties that you can invest in. Like there's no lack of that. But there's so many reputable and quality projects in this space, and that one of my favorite things about my involvement in this space is literally getting on calls with the people that are behind the projects themselves. That is huge. So when you actually get the back end scope of it, you get a good feel for what's reputable and what's not. There's so many amazing people, talented geniuses behind these projects, and they're doing big things. So do your research and get in and start also developing your relationship with that team. Understand their strengths, their weaknesses, ask questions when they do AMAs and make themselves available, research their backgrounds. Yeah, there's a lot of quality projects out there, but of course, Bitcoin is still king.
Bitcoin.
The king.
Awesome. So where can people find you?
Yeah, sure. Find me on Twitter at Amateo Ra and follow us at Voyager at Invest Voyager. That's also investvoyager.com. Download the app, check it out, and let us know what you think.
Sweet. Thanks again for coming on, man, and everyone have a good day.
Thanks, Cody.